clicking that. Okay. Yeah. Okay, it is good that I actually don't have viewers right now, and also it is good that I didn't know how the streaming thing works, because I just I just show my streaming keys on the on the browser. So but I mean, nobody saw it, so no harm done. I was doing some work things, and now I need to go back to this thing. So for whoever is actually watching here, I'm not sure if someone is watching. Yesterday we were trying to do some samples on JavaScript to be able to connect to Azure OpenAI, and then start doing some tools for SOMOS.tech, which you can donate there in SOMOS.tech/donate. It's a non-profit where I volunteer, so we can create tools, usually with AI, for underrepresented communities. And in this case, we want to create a couple of tools. So one that I'm very excited about, which is for helping into your job interviews. Anyway, we need to create with JavaScript because there are some restrictions that I explained yesterday. I'm not a fan of JavaScript, but I think we should just do it. And this is what I have for now. So let's see if what we have from yesterday actually is still working. So I will open a terminal. Let me see if my keys are there. And what is my key? This one. So I'm writing another part that nobody can see. Yeah, okay, my key is there. So I will just execute my key and my OpenAI endpoint without you seeing these. Hackers, I know that you are hackers, all of you. And yeah, so let's go to my, how do I open like a terminal here? Can I open a terminal here? I see people actually using terminal here in VS Code, but I don't see my terminal. Okay, P terminal. Okay, yeah, nice. Right, yeah, this looks good. Okay, so I think yesterday we went to the backend, then we start the server with Node.js. A fun thing. Oh, I don't have Spotify. Let me put something in Spotify. I will listen to this new song. Did it show in the? Is it showing in the screen? I'm new with this. Yeah, it is showing. Cool. All right, so it is running. So let's just see and open a new terminal for the front end. It's front end, and then just send something undefined. I don't remember what was happening yesterday. Invalid URL. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, it's because like the keys and everything I set up in another page, in another terminal. So in the environment variables is not there. But I don't want to show that. So usually people can like store that, for example, in a key vault on environment file. I don't like that because if it keeps in your environment files, maybe sometimes you can commit that by mistake. Okay, now the server is running. You can see this invalid URL. It is because the endpoint here was not found, and I'm guessing it's taking this endpoint, which is an invalid URL. So that was happening. So let me just say hi to my chatbot. Yeah, okay, cool. So today, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I think I'm gonna play with the microphone. So in the last Microsoft Hackathon, it's very cool. We have this hackathon, like it's company-wide, and you can work in whatever you want for a week. I mean, if you have like some kind of projects that are super important, not, but usually 90% of the people at Microsoft can work in that hackathon. So in this case, I work in on an AI product, yeah. And let me see if I can find it, because I did something with a microphone. So let me go there. It was called project. I don't know what. Okay. Benchmark. Bark with voice clone. I don't think it was this one. No, okay. I do a lot of things. I don't see it here, but as with everything, should be in my GitHub. So let me try to go to my GitHub and see if I can find it. So Microsoft also has like these private GitHub repositories, which is very cool. You can just create one and follow all the process to do internal. You know what? Let me see if I can find my hackathon page, because I remember what's happening. I am looking for the name of the hackathon at the end, but I changed the name. Yeah, so I don't know what was the name of my repo, honestly. So I cannot show this because I believe this is like a internal thing, but we have some repos. Let me see. Maybe it's there. Hang on. Okay, yeah, aphasia app sample. So it's public. Yeah, so I can show that then. All right. So yeah, so it's for people with speech disorders. So with this small thing, and with these models, speech to text, I used Python at the time, which it was cool. And what else? Do I have a branch? Yeah. Custom speech. No. And this is how I work. Like I usually am very like an organized chaos. So I'm sorry about that. But I really struggle like to integrate the the microphone. You know what? Because there are some like different things in JavaScript that you need to do in order to integrate the microphone. Is somebody watching? I don't know. So it will take me a while to actually look for that. So this was October, May, speech. It will be, maybe, you know, I have it in Visual Studio. If not, I mean, we can recreate from zero, that's fine. April, January, December, September. It was September. Oh, I see. I have it. I found it. Sorry. This is cool because it's like a rack mechanism for AI. All right. Yeah. So I found it. I am opening that. It's opening right now. And super slow. Some application here. You know, how can I figure out what are my differences on Git between my local repo and the repo from semantic kernel. This is a huge repo. Can you see that? It takes a lot of time, but I'm sure it was an example. yeah, it was an example. It was probably, I don't know, what should be? Probably .NET. Um, this song is nice. I don't know if you can hear my song, but this song is nice. All right, yeah, custom prompts. So custom prompts. It was this one. Okay. And how did I did it? It's just app settings. This is not what I want. This is not what I want. This is only like the backend. All right, so let's try to do it from scratch. Because apparently I cannot see it anymore. One last thing. Let me check. I will open Visual Studio because sometimes if you open a recent project, it is just there. Okay, yeah, I found it. Aphasia app UI. I spent 15 minutes looking for a reference code that I had. I should have like a public repo with all of this, but because this was an internal hack, we couldn't share this at the time. Now I think it's fine because this is not PII. Anyway, so okay, so I have that. Let me see. So this is a Blazor. So for those who are not familiar with Blazor, it is a super cool thing. And yeah, so I have all of these JavaScripts for media encoding. This was the difficult thing because sometimes I was like trying to figure out if it was like MP3 or WAP. We were trying to stream from the browser, so that was the problem. Okay, so I like this. All of this, I made the media JavaScript, and the other ones I just downloaded those. So let's see, can I copy from Visual Studio Code to just can I copy from this to Visual Studio? Let's see. Let me create a new folder, JavaScript. No, not everything, just these ones, please. Sure, you win. Okay, so I have MP3 OGG. At the time it was like an encoding for MP3, like a different encoding, and open source encoding. It was super cool, and it's I think it was better than MP3, but at the end MP3 won. You know, private standard sometimes won. All right, so I have all of these media. I don't remember what I did at the time, but this is very bad JavaScript code. You know why? Because you have here query selectors. This is not extensible. This is not nice. But for now, I think it's gonna be okay. I just want like a very simple way to test if I can send audio from my browser to the backend. All right. So let's just try to figure out this, and then I have my in Blazor we have like these parts. Okay, I can see that this is something I need to add. We'll go to my index, and this is how I code. I tell you, this is not your your streaming where you're gonna learn in a training thing. This is more like a amusing how I code. It's like a chaos. All right, so I have all of that. What else? What else can I get from my old API? And if you have something to say, just say it. I see that there are like 2 or 3 people watching this. What? Hi all. All right, and then my app imports routes. Okay, home. Okay, this is what I want. A section. speech disorder. Yeah, okay. Let me just copy all of this and see how it works. And then, okay. So this is Blazor. Super cool. I love Blazor. I'm sad that I cannot use that, but I will just put this section here. Is section an actually DOM thing on HTML? DOM element? I don't know. But let's see. Okay, so now I will again open. It's front end, my file. No, this is not it. This is not it. This is not. This is my interface. Okay. Take photo. I don't want photos right now, so I can remove that. I don't need a photo. I don't need this. I just want to take audio from the browser and send it there. There is an issue with an HTML tag. Something is not closing. This one. Text area should close with another tag. It doesn't need self-closing. That's bad. That doesn't work. Yeah, cool. And see how like this small pop-up, it says, do you want to use the microphone? Yes, I want it. And how that works, if you go to the media, I'm sure that I have something like here. If the browser has this object media devices, and if it has this method get user media, then you start like trying to do like or set up some functions. But when you do that, the browser asks you like, do you give permission to use the microphone? And cameras, no, I don't need cameras, but I will do allow. And you can see right now how it looks like this. I want to integrate this in my previous interface, so I will try to do it a little bit. And let me see, where do I see my this equalizer or something? Okay, it's canvas. Okay, it's in main controls. This little guy, I like it, and I will put it before my text area of user input. Let's see how it looks like. Nice. Okay, this looks nice. So now when I'm talking, it looks here and it's recording. Okay, it can maybe translate this to her. Okay, I will do an PR. I don't know CSS, so people help me to actually do this right. I don't know how to do like maybe I should do another div so it can actually go in another line. I don't know how I make this looks nice. Do somebody here watching knows CSS? Okay, this looks better. Okay, nice. I like it. Now, what is this context thing? Okay, this was before. It was because I was just putting stuff there, like what I was talking, it was showing there. But for now, I don't want that. And then I need still these two buttons for record and stop. For now, that's fine. The class record. Let me see in my code when I have that class. Okay, so this selector gets that element, and then the record, when you do click, starts doing the recording. The background style is red, and when you do a stop, what happens when you do a stop? Stops and put the audio in a form. Okay, what is this? Fetch API audio form data. Where is this coming from? Oh, okay, so this is for my API. This is not gonna work. When I get here, it's not gonna work, but that's fine. Let's test the feature of actually recording something. Okay, so what I'm using for visualizing the audio. So this is a canvas, and a canvas is really like an SVG, it's like an image in the HTML. So this canvas, it's here. You can see canvas visualizer, and the class is referenced in this JavaScript, and you can see that it's a context 2D because you can use the canvas to do 3D stuff. You can even have like I don't know, video game there, but in this case it's just 2D, and this canvas gets it starts like doing these transformations to put actually a line and stuff like that each time that something gets moved. So in this case, like, we have the data array of the boys, and it just do that animation. So again, I did this before in a hackathon, so that's why I want to reuse code. This is a way to reuse it, just copy pasting. The real way in a production environment will be to not do that, but instead it's actually having your libraries and that. But for now it's okay. So I'm recording, this is recording, and I'm stopping, and let's see what's happened. Yeah, okay. So I have a few problems, but you can see here the API audio endpoint gets hit. So that's because here is actually hitting. I mean, it's coming here. It says not working, and probably you can see in the console log that is not working. But if I go to my network tab and I do record and stop, you can see that actually something gets sent. So I'm trying to send the audio. So the audio gets sent to the API audio. So that's fine. I mean, it's kind of working. So let me see what of these errors can I solve. So the first is like cannot read properties of null. This is probably because I removed some elements that I don't want. So, and video, yeah. So I don't need video here, and the video, it's something that is not there. I don't need the photo here or the tech picture. That was for my previous hackathon. It was a very cool one. Maybe one day I will stream it. Let's see, I have still another one. Line 2, start button. Start button video. Okay. Okay, so I don't need this. I don't need this too, because this is the button that takes the picture, clicks a photo. So bye-bye. Here I'm actually requesting the video. I don't need a video stream for now. Maybe later we can add a video stream, but for now that's fine. And yeah, I could not start a video source. I don't need a video source. Oh, here. Okay. But what is the sound? Get media. Audio only. Okay, this is nice. Audio only. So I don't need the other one. I don't actually need any of this. We'll comment this for now. Okay, so I have my audio only. Now let's write something in the backend to actually receive that audio. You can see that the endpoint, what was the endpoint? It was API audio. Okay, let's change that. So for now, have my server, I have the chat. So let's create a new one. In this case, it's gonna be audio. And yeah, I don't know anything about this. That was auto-completed by ChatGPT, but it actually looks like it's something that I want. So but for now, that's okay. Let me console log the audio and change in my main this part. So now in my media, and this is prototype stuff, right? You would really want to parameterize everything. So this is wrong. Don't do it. This is only for testing purposes. Again, let's go record, stop. Something gets sent. It's not a valid JSON. Audio not found. Okay, I know what it is. It's means I need to restart my server. Let's restart my server. Let's try our server. I like that song too. Okay. Server running. Refreshing. I don't think I need to refresh. And stop. Okay, no errors. What happened? Audio was coming. It was sent to the API. And undefined. It's okay. It's really okay. So what's happening? It's in my browser. I am recording the audio, and then it gets like some binary data, and it gets sent to the backend. That's it. That's everything. I know. I'm learning JavaScript, so bear with me. So now what? How do I receive that? So I will go to my beautiful .NET code that I had in the past, and I will see how I'm receiving the audio. So this was my beautiful .NET code. I really miss .NET. And oh, it's been sent as a file. Okay. Okay. I like that. You know what you can do is, this is really cool. So I know that this is .NET, but something that you can do, it's ask ChatGPT to translate that. Have you used that? So like, translate this. You don't even need to say to JavaScript or from where or what. This is code that I wrote in the past. See? So let's see. Audio buffer. I don't know if I have buffer here. From audio base 64, it tries to combine the existing code with what I have there, so it's not really what I want. Let's ask a clean memorization, like with ChatGPT or something, how to do that, because I don't trust this code. This is messy. All right, so let's try it. Translate this C# to JavaScript, Node.js backend, because you know how you have JavaScript frontend and backend. So okay. File request. Okay, this is what I want. Again, I don't know JavaScript, so this is what I want. This seems better. So what is happening is, like, it's checking if in the request comes file. So in the request, you can have like a query string, you can have the body, you can have different things. And one of the things is multi-part. So when you see that your browser, let me show that in your browser, you are sending something like here, audio, this is a file. So this is multi-part data. So it's checking the file. If there is coming some path, then yeah, that is a path. So let's see if this actually works before putting the file in a file. And once that we put things in a file, we are gonna process them with Azure Cognitive Services to have a speech-to-text thing. So for now, let's check if actually something comes. Let me see the whole request. Like, if I do console rec, does the whole request come in the console? I don't know. Like, does some JavaScript expert here knows? There's something that I don't like in .NET, and I used to be in in PHP, you just do some bar debug and you can just print the whole thing. In Python too, but in .NET you need to use something like system text, JSON, serialize, or whatever, so you can actually see the whole object. Let's see, no people watching in YouTube and 3 people in LinkedIn. That's nice. I mean, I think it's better than yesterday. One more is better statistics. Oh, my raccoon looks nice. What is my server and why my server is not running that fast enough? Again, if you want to donate to SOMOS.tech, it's SOMOS.tech/donate. Yesterday my URL was bad, and the CEO came and said, you know what, your URL is bad. It's not working. All right, so let's check. This is better. It's a 400 bad request. Okay, so this is the whole request. Let's see what's coming when I do that. Wow, this is a big object. What is coming? It's coming audio. This is the response. What is coming? Post audio URL. The client. I don't need the client. You know what? This is too much noise. Okay, let's update that. Let's try to see, instead of the request, just the request body and the request file. What happened if I see that? Again, this is one of the things when I try to figure out things instead of going to the documentation and read, which probably have been saving all of this, but I mean, I am learning. Right, server running. Let's go. Hello, record, stop. Undefined. Nothing is coming? Why not? I'm sending stuff. Am I? Request headers, payload, audio, binary. Yeah. Okay. Let me ask ChatGPT, and if not, then let's go to read the documentation of how to actually do these things in a good way. Yeah, it keeps telling me that I need to do this rec file. Post upload single. Oh, I see. I think this is the part that I'm missing. Oh, okay. Because I need to tell them that the user is trying to upload something. Is that correct? Yeah, I don't know. It sounds correct. Let's try to figure out again. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, that is too slow for my taste. Multer is not defined. Yeah, for sure. ChatGPT, it's saying that I need to use something that maybe is not even there. Other people will have gone to the package.json and check if multer is there, but I don't. I will just execute it and say, yeah, of course, multer is not. It's not there. So let's just install it. Wow, you just installed one thing, it comes like 20. I don't even know if some of those packages are good or not. My CEO is really into security in SOMOS.tech, and he doesn't like random npm packages. So once that I need to migrate these to Wix, it's gonna be another process. I don't know if I will be able to do it or not, because yeah. So anyway, it's running. So let's check. Hello, records. Hi. Stop. Checking the network interface. Okay. Hi. Nice. Okay. Then the response, I think it doesn't return anything. Oh, okay, cool. See, now I have the audio and it's a WEM file, which is nice. Encoding 7 bits, blob. This is like my hi is in here, bytes, everything. This is super nice. Okay, nice, 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 nice. I love it. Now I'm super excited. Okay, so now, yeah, file system is not created. This is like, oh my gosh, what is FS? And let's see if my ChatGPT actually tell me, like, yeah, of course I need to require FS. My mistake. And we have FS, and now let's read. So create read stream, so it reads the file, and this is the audio stream, and it puts things in here. It will put it like as a WAP, but actually it's not doing the conversion. And then it will send this information: audio file, error saving file. I don't know what is this. That's fine. And then client speech to text. Does actually this exist? What is client? Azure OpenAI. Does Azure OpenAI supports clean to text? I don't know. Let's figure out. Everything in JavaScript is an object. Everything. So I can just do this and see if the function exists. And then we can go to the documentation. You know, documentation is gonna be there. It's not gonna move. I can check it later. So that's fine. Let's start my server again and figure out if it works. Server running. Going. You cannot see my screens, but I have like a 20 tabs, 20 windows open, and I'm multi-streaming to 2 different LinkedIn and YouTube with my own open source software. So it's messy, but it's gonna get better. All right, record, stop, fetch, error, fine. My backend. Oh, the path argument must be a string. Sure, validate path. What is this failing? This is failing in line 38. Okay, yeah. So I mean, probably the path doesn't exist because here is using memory storage. So I mean, maybe the audio stream is not even in the file, but I don't care right now. That I don't know if I need to put it in a file or not. What I want to know is like if actually client to text exists. So I will try it again. This song makes me wanted to sing it, so I will change it. It is actually showing this song? No, it is not. I am listening to all these songs and it seems like Spotify, it's just there in one. Oh, you know what? It's because Spotify changed of yeah, okay. Anyway, and so again, hello, record, stop, audio, fetch, backend. That's how I code. I'm sorry. Undefined. Yeah, no, that doesn't exist. Oh, this undefined comes from client speech to text. So that doesn't exist. I will look into internet and check. So Azure OpenAI JavaScript SDK. Check some reference maybe. Just to see if, because OpenAI has like a speech to text. So I will just check if that exists or not. Speech. Yeah, no, it's another thing. It's not the same. Because if you want, OpenAI is just for completion. The library, at least in Microsoft. If you want something else, you will need to image generation, file chat completion, text embedding. But it's here. Oh yeah, it has speech to text. Let's see. Maybe we can use that for now. Audio provides OpenAI platform. Oh, it requires It requires an MP3 file, but it's client audio transcriptions create. Okay, so let's try this, and let's try to have a transcription of that. In this case, it's not speech to text, it's audio. So first, what I will do is check if that exists. Everything in JavaScript is an object, so client audio is a method or an object, or I don't care, but it should show there. A black mug. Yeah, I have many Raccoon Bytes mugs out there, so I can give a few. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it exists. It exists. Nice. Okay. So let's try to use that instead of the Azure Cognitive Services, which has their own APIs for speech to text. And you know, like something that we figured out in the last hackathon, something that we discovered in the last hackathon, is that people with speech disorders don't always like the models that exist out there. You need to configure them or adapt them to like the different way that people speak. And we were able to actually improve the way that we generate or these audio models, speech-to-text models for people with speech disorders. But because these tools are meant for also Hispanic people or people where English is not their first language, I'm sure that we will need to use some custom models. So we were able to make it better for people that this English is not their first language. But for now, for simplicity purposes, let's use the OpenAI tool. So yeah, so let's see the transcription. If the transcription it's good, let's just send that. What is output stream? I don't know what is output stream. Let's just put the file here, and yeah, okay, so I will put the file in this path, and let me put the path. It is not a WAP. I know for sure that it's not coming as a WAP, but I don't care for now. I will just put it as a WAP just to check. The audio file, where is this coming? It needs to come from here. So I don't know. Does this requires like a WAV file? I don't know. Let's read the documentation. Does require like a stream or does require like a path? Oh, it's a path. Oh, you know what? It doesn't need to be a path. Maybe it's a stream because this method open, it will open the file. Yeah, okay. So maybe I can do the streaming thing. So the streaming thing, this seems like I don't need to put the content of the element in any file because the operations for file system are very costly. So maybe I can just, don't read all of this. And what I can do is simply pass the, what is that? Pass the audio to the WAP path. Let me see. So fs stream upload. Is this client audio? No. I feel like deleted something. Oh, it's this rec file. Okay, buffer. And let's pass that to the transcription and let's see if that actually works. Sorry. Wow, 5 people watching. Nice. Say hi, present yourself. We are just hanging out. We are learning, but in the hard way. So if this is not your regular training stuff, so just say hi in the chat. I would love to know who is actually watching. Server running. And now let's test it. Hello, record. Hi. Stop. Audio is being sent. Have an issue. What kind of issue? I don't know, it doesn't say. Let's go to the backend. What path is not defined? And it's a console log. This is a common mistake. I don't know this. Okay, let's try it again. I feel like actually I need to, instead of a, I need to put all of this in a try catch for now. So let me do that at the same time. What are you doing? Because each time that I have an error, it just throws the whole server away, and I'm sure that that's not something I want. So let's try to put it better. So that's why I don't have an error code when I go back in the browser, because the server just crashes. For those who just joined, I don't know JavaScript, so okay. So I'm learning. What happened here? API promise, and then I think actually it worked. Yeah, the only problem is that this comes from, who knows, from other code that I copy. So I will, as an answer, I will send the transcription. It's a promise, so I need to await. So how do I await the transcription? Let's see if in the speech to text has transcription.text. Okay. Sure. Don't I need to await it? Don't I need to do like the dot then that JavaScript people love to do? Does that actually resolve the promise? Many questions. JavaScript is fun because it's messy, like me. Okay, it actually responds something. Nothing. Okay, I'm super excited. So let's try this. Hi, this is a phrase. No, it failed. The first one, it actually worked. The second failed. Unsupported media type. Yeah, so this is what I said. Like before, the audio is WebM, but the OpenAI requires a WAV file. I'm sure that it requires. So, it actually supports some WebM. Nice. So, how do I tell it that is a WebM? Because it's a WebM. Yeah. Let's see. File, audio stream. How do I tell OpenAI that is a WebM? Because my error is, what is my error? Unsupported media type. The nice thing about nodules, not modules, is that the error is there. So you can see the code, but unsupported media type. I'm sure people already have this issue. So now let's go to Google and not try to figure out this together. OpenAI, client transcriptions create. This one. Okay. From a conversion to MP3. Await to buffer model language response prompt buffer from without the library, a way to file. Yeah, but they put the file somewhere. And let's see the answer. Hmm. Transcription text. So what I'm reading is that maybe it's not the file that I'm sending, but actually the response format. Calling the text attribute will result in an error. Okay, so I don't know, maybe I will just omit this and let's see. Bruno. Alright, we are in 3 minutes. I'm gonna close this. We did a lot of progress. Let's see if we can figure out if the OpenAI can work. It's 1 hour. 1 hour is just a little bit of time. I didn't say anything. Hi, I didn't say anything, but can you answer something? Supported media type. Alright, so I will try to figure out this in my own and see what is happening here. Supported media type. But it seems like there is something between even the audio that I'm sending, or maybe the transcription that is coming. Resolve promise. How do I resolve promise? With an await, right? Okay. So I will do this, and we'll send the whole result back. This is the last thing that I will test. And thank you for coming today. I saw that a few people actually joined, so that was cool. I still don't know how the streaming things work, so I'm just figuring out things on my way. Learning all of these to re-implement it from scratch in weeks. But so this is something that I want to say. Okay, no, so the error actually comes from there directly, and it is unsupported media type. So that's the issue. Okay, I will try to put it in a file. Let's put it in a file really quick. So I have this, create web path. No, it's webm audio pipe output stream, read the web path again. Yeah, like this, audio buffer. I don't like this because it's doing unnecessary file system operations, but just to check if it's the web things. So in the streaming, if I said I will end at 4, I actually need to end like a few minutes or few seconds before, because the streaming is still coming a minute later. So wow, 500. No such file or directory. Yeah, because I am not saving anything. Create web string. Oh, I see. I think probably just the file, the directory doesn't exist, so that's why it just fails to put a file there. I don't like the song. Changing that. I think the song is not updating in the stream. I will check that. 1 2 3 4